Hi guys, my name's Carly and welcome back to my channel, The Planted Carly Flower. Excuse the attire and the hair and everything today, but today we are going to be chopping and propping some plants, getting ready for the spring. I have some trades coming up, some stuff I want to get together ready for trades or for sale, possibly to fund my little plant collection here. So I thought I would bring you along and we would maybe try propping in some perlite. I don't know. We're gonna walk around, we're gonna cut some plants, and we're gonna get ready for some spring growth. So let's get into it. Okay guys, I have a plant trade coming up with a friend of mine named Meg. We are going to trade a bunch of more common trailing plants for a piece of my Hoya serpens there. So I'm going to cut a piece of my serpens and send it off to her. I'm hoping that will encourage some new growth for my serpens as well. Let me go grab my scissors and we'll get into it. Okay guys, as many of you may or may not know, serpens is a pretty well sought after plant and it goes for quite a bit of money. So I'm just going to cut it right below a node. Boom. I'm sorry, my little serpents. Oh, I really do not like cutting my plants. It makes me so sad. But we're going to root up this cutting. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 nodes with 3 leaves on it. And we're going to get this going in some moss, because that's what I like to prop my serpens in. And we're going to send this off to Meg after it roots. Okay, I got my little cup of sphagnum moss here and my cutting. And I'm just going to stick the node end into the moss. And push the moss up around it. I am going to keep the leaves above the moss. I don't want them to rot. And there we go. There is my potted up serpens cutting for Meg. Meg, if you're watching, that's your cutting. 4 nodes and 3 leaves. And it does look like it's getting ready to push new growth from the tip. So hopefully this baby roots fast and we can complete our trade. I'm pretty excited. But here's your new baby. Let's look for some more things to chop up. Okay, I think I'm going to chop up this red Maranta. I tried to trade it because I'm just not in love with it because I really think it's growing weird. Like, it looks really pretty from this side, but it's like bare in the back. So I think I'm going to cut the top one off, reroot it, and plant it in a more pleasing way to my eye, considering nobody wanted to trade it. So we're going to do that next. Okay, so here's the plant, and I am just going to cut it here and root it in some perlite. I got my perlite here, so let's do that. Okay, so I have my top cutting here, and I'm just gonna get some perlite in my mason jar here, and we're gonna take care of that. So here's my jar, here's my perlite. There we go. So there's my little mason jar of perlite. Got my watering can here, and I'm just going to put some water in my perlite. So my perlite is wet. It's about to there with water, and I'm just going to stick my cutting. I'm actually going to clean the node up a little bit. It's got a bunch of dry, like, stuff on it from growing leaves and whatnot. Okay, so now I'm just going to stick it in the perlite. Okay, so now my cutting is in my wet perlite. And I will probably put this on a heat mat or in a nice bright window. I don't think it needs a heat mat. It's like literally 80 degrees in my house right now. But I'm going to put it in a nice bright window and wait for it to root. I'm going to put my very, very sad looking Maranta back where it goes. It is getting a new leaf here, so that's exciting. But yeah, back onto the ledge next to the humidifier. Okay guys, the next plant I know I want to chop is going to be my Monstera Addisonii. It was in a very low light situation prior to being where it is now. So it's very leggy. I mean, as you can see, it's so leggy. So I'm going to chop right here. And I'm going to chop all these individual nodes, and I'm going to put those in some water. And when it grows, I'll add them back to the pot and make it more full. So let's do that. Okay, on a bit of a whim, I decided that this one was a little too leggy for me too. So I chopped it, and now I have 2 legs to propagate and make my plant fuller with. So let's go chop these up and get them in some water. Okay guys, so I got my 2 strands of Monstera Addisonii narrow form and a glass jar to put them in. And I'm just going to cut above each node. I'm going to go ahead and just leave these ones together since that top leaf is really small and probably won't reach down into the water. So I've got all my cuttings and I'm just going to stick them in here. And now I'm going to fill it with some water. I need to get a little bit more water, but for now, you can get the point. It's going to be in water, and it'll root that way. Okay guys, I think that's all I want to go ahead and chop and prop for today. But thank you for joining me for some chopping of my plants and some propagation for the spring. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and check me out on Instagram. I'm pretty active on there. My link will be in the description box down below. I really appreciate everything you guys do to give my channel any attention it may get. Thank you so much, and I hope you guys have a great day.